Is it possible to get justice on a narcissist? Well, in life, anything is possible. If you'd have told people 200 years ago the the technology that we have today, not many people would have believed you. So, yes, you can bring a narcissist to justice. Anything is possible. It's just doing it the right way. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So can you bring a narcissist to justice? First of all, with any narcissist, you have to find what their weak spots are, what they fear. Many narcissists fear exposure. They live in their own reality and they have little to no integrity. The whole of the narcissist's lives are full of their own fantasies, preoccupied with their own fantasy, their false reality, their lie after lie to cover up the things that they do to people. When it comes to a narcissist's fear of exposure, it's a fear of exposure of that image that they've shown other people. So if the narcissist wants to be the bad guy, wants to come across as the bad guy or the bad girl, if they want to be known as hurtful towards other people, you're not going to be able to expose that because that's their identity, that's their belief in who they are. They want people to fear them. However, they might not want authorities to see that side in them, so they would fear exposure on that level. If the narcissist always plays the victim, they'll fear being exposed for not being the victim. Narcissists fear exposure of their mask dropping and their envious face being shown to the world around them. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, especially if you're going to court against one, you must keep everything recorded. Any messages, emails, keep written diaries, photos and videos if you can, and do so safely. If you need to, get non-molestation orders, protection orders, or most narcissists will take you to mediation over children, or they will take you to court over children. They will take you to court for divorce proceedings, and most will drag these proceedings out. Many will take you to court to get non-molestation orders, restraining orders against you. You have to have the evidence to be able to hold them accountable. Always be careful in your own responses to them. Do not react, which is hard at first. Most of us do react to them. Narcissists have a knack of knowing exactly what emotion to push, exactly what button to push to get us going. We have to learn not to. We have to remember and recognise that the narcissist isn't the only one that's reading these. A judge is reading these. A judge is reading our responses to the narcissist. And as much as we have history with them and they will go after the things that matter to us the most, as these are the things that we will most passionately defend, a judge doesn't recognise this. A judge has a limited period of time to just quickly glance through the messages and see our reactions. Anything you have to send to them via mail during divorce, watch your reaction and always make sure you get things signed for. During divorce proceedings, any evidence possible to prove they have not financially helped out. This can be tricky as most will try to get everything in their name, but even showing they didn't allow you to control your own money proves financial abuse. Ensure you keep copies of everything you can. Have as much evidence. Evidence is key. There is no common ground with a narcissist. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. You have to stand up for yourself with the full truths, or a narcissist will do everything they can to take you down. They will offer you that false compromise to get you where they want you, and then they will take that compromise away from you. As most of us are empathetic people who care for others, often you don't want revenge, you want justice, and it can be very difficult bringing them to justice because you actually care for them. At the beginning of recovery, you may have desired to seek revenge, hit them, but once most people understand the narcissist personality disorder, we most often just want to move forward with our own lives and leave the narcissist be by starting no contact or grey work. If safeguarding issues are too big and you have children that still see the narcissistic parent. Narcissists use your weaknesses and they go all out to exploit them. It is intentional, as these are the things you will most passionately defend. They want to keep power and control over you. They want to slowly take down your boundaries, strip you of your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-love, your self-trust, your dignity, your inner happiness, your peace, your confidence, and your sense of self. They make you feel guilty. They make you feel fear because of all those ups and downs during the relationship. They make you feel these things because they can then gain leverage over those emotions. If they can make you feel guilty, they can get you to do things you wouldn't ordinarily do. If they can make you fearful of them, they can get you to do things that you wouldn't ordinarily do. And although they are responsible for their actions, behaviour and words, and we are responsible for our actions, behaviours and words, when we're coming from an emotional level, it's easier for them to gain leverage over us, and we have to take back control of our emotions. We are responsible for what we do with our emotions. Because of those ups and downs during the relationship, when you're left trauma bonded and become reliant upon the narcissist because they've isolated you and taken financial support away from you, even though they are slowly taking you down, a narcissist finds all your weak spots and then they will use each and every one against you. Often when we're left full of fear from whatever retaliation we will get if we do something to bring them to justice. Some narcissists are dangerous, but not all. Some are just playground bullies that use fear against others to get control, but they don't carry out those intimidating threats. Your safety always comes first. Once when you do understand you're dealing with someone who's on the narcissist personality disorder spectrum or has high levels of narcissism, if you were with a narcissist who wasn't physically violent towards you, although some are physically violent, you think through all the mental abuse, all the psychological abuse, all the narcissist manipulative, gaslighting, projection, blame shifting, silent treatment, sulks, tantrums. And due to their behaviour, because they get you to that emotional level of thinking, they get you to think that you are the problem. You are not the problem. They're gaslighting. Their behaviour is the problem. Instead of facing our own fears, choosing to change and breaking that trauma bond, because we blame ourselves for the issues within the relationship, we stay with them way longer than we ever should have. When we do break away from the reality of the stories the narcissist feeds us and see the reality of the relationship as it indeed was, when we start healing our inner wounds from the inside and become happy within ourselves, the narcissist can no longer impact our lives. They can no longer pull on our emotions because we can recognize the game they are playing. We become wiser and we become stronger than the person that they first met, the person we became during the relationship. When we can see what they are actually trying to do to us, they can no longer do it. And many narcissists do step away at this point because they fear loss of control. Many will up their games. Once they realise they're no longer getting from us what they want from us, many do try to up their games, and you do have to ride out the storm and give them nothing. People can slip up from time to time. You just have to go straight back to giving them no reaction. When a narcissist isn't getting what they want from you, the sooner they will leave you be. Losing your fear, losing any shame, any guilt you carried, knowing the real past and leaving it in the past builds you into a stronger version than you were before you even met the narcissist. You have to remember that you are enough, you are capable, you are worthy. If you find the coping mechanisms to survive the relationship, you will find the coping mechanisms to survive recovery and thrive after recovery. The narcissist does not want you to work on a problem. They don't want to find a solution. They do not want to co-parent. They wish to counter-parent. They don't want to split assets. They want all the assets. To them, you are their problem, and their solution, because they are usually envious of you, is to destroy you, as you've stopped them from walking all over you. They take this as criticism. You wouldn't let them control you, and you would no longer meet their needs. They need a constant ego boost. They need a form of supply from somewhere. If they're not getting positive attention from you, they'll go after provoking you for negative. They'll go after reactive abuse so that they can blame everything on you. They do not care for the people they hurt in order to get this attention. They lack the empathy to care so long as their needs are being met. Narcissists will try to drag things out. They will leave belongings. They will keep your belongings. When it comes to seeing children, they will switch it around all the time, not seeing the children, changing the routine, bringing them home later and later, bringing them home early when bringing them home late doesn't affect you. Not turning up for them, changing plans, taking you to mediation. They'll drag a divorce out as long as they possibly can just to keep you chained to them. They will not respect your new boundaries, keeping you chained to them as long as possible. You may then in turn give in, walking away with nothing from the divorce, or stay in waiting for them to pick the children up for a no-show, giving in to their demands as you feel that this makes life easier, not realising that it's actually making your life harder. You feel it's the easier option, the most comfortable option, the less painful option. And it might feel like the easier option at the time, but it can be detrimental to your physical and mental health as well as any children. You have to stand up for your life and fight for your rights, losing your fear of the control they have over you. You have to make a choice to live life for you. Sometimes you have to make a choice to do the hard work now to make life easier for you in the long run. Many people have started their lives again from scratch, and they have achieved it. So if you have walked away with nothing, or because you were in danger you had to leave with nothing, you can and you will build yourself back up again. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every day. You can take those steps to build yourself back up to a much happier you. No matter what you do to do the right thing by the narcissist will smear your name, and to the narcissist reality, you will always be their problem. You will always be the villain. A narcissist will play the victim or the hero. They will never admit to being the villain. The best option when dealing with a narcissist is for you to rediscover who you indeed are. Start doing all the things that you love to do that the narcissist wouldn't let you do. Stand up for you and your rights and what you believe in. Move on to a happier life for yourself. Learn your values, learn your beliefs, and stick to your boundaries, especially regarding children. Pattern interrupt in your mindset to shift the narcissist straight back out of your head. You don't have to have them running around your head on a continuous loop. Give them no reactions to the games that they play. You can scream it out once they've left, or discuss it with someone who understands what you're going through. You will get to a point when you work on yourself that their games no longer affect you. With some you can find them laughable, and that sense of humour can bring out the best in you. you can counteract all their games. With some, the safeguarding issues, especially around children, is too big, so you will have to go no contact. With others, you can parallel parent. With some, you have to block and delete. With others, you just have to move miles away. Once you work on finding your inner happiness, they can no longer affect you. To bring a narcissist to justice, limit or no contact for you, depending on which you can do, and work on your life, working on all the things that you would like to do, working on learning that you are enough. If you have to communicate, give them no emotions, give them no reactions. Stay on topic, stay businesslike towards them. If they are playing games, get restraining orders, protection orders, non-molestation orders, start any childcare arrangements or divorce proceedings yourself, as what is put down at the start is vital. Gather as much written evidence as possible. This is a narcissist's worst nightmares. Most will crumble in court if you do it the right way. Do not let them see any evidence. Narcissists show themselves up for who they are when there is facts and evidence against them. And when there is facts and evidence against them in the courtroom, they will show the court who they truly are. Remember, narcissists live in their own reality. So to them, it'll be completely different from what they have actually put down in black and white. In the courtroom, it'll be whatever suits the narcissist, in them believing they can get away with their behaviour. They're not looking for, I shouldn't do these things. They're looking for how they can get away with it. And they can't get away with it in a courtroom when there is facts and evidence against them. Make sure your solicitor, your lawyer understands what you are dealing with, understands the narcissist personality. In court, do not personally diagnose to the judge. The judge is only interested in facts. Describe behaviours, don't describe personality disorders. All the way through, when you're not dealing with them, pattern interrupt them out of your mind and concentrate on who you are, the moment, the present day, who you want to be, overcoming anxiety triggers, overcoming the trauma bond. Keep working on you. Keep finding the things that you love to do. Those who have recovered after narcissistic abuse will tell you, you become a force to be reckoned with. And when you no longer allow them to impact you, when you no longer allow them to leverage your own emotions against you, which you can do, they lose interest. It can be hard going at times, but it makes life easier in the long run. With growing awareness, you can now get the support and help that you need. Male or female, stay strong, keep working on you. It gets easier, and then you will make it out. You will come out the other side a much more confident, much happier version of you. Today, write the outcomes of what you want. Write down the outcome of what you would like to see happen. Write down your reason why. Write down your intent. Write them in a positive format. Whenever you doubt yourself, look at those positive outcomes. Look at your reason why. I shall add in the video description phrases to win a narcissist in an argument, no contact, grey rock, going to court with a narcissist, and pattern interrupt for more information on those mentioned in this video. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.